Now on Coast TV News.
Water bills in Ocean City might be increasing by how much coming up?
Flooding in Dewey Beach, why locals need solutions to an ongoing water problem.
New radio towers going up in wildlife areas across the state. We'll tell you the reason why.
And Delaware braces for more water woes with fresh flood advisories now in effect, believe it or not, without the threat of rain.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
A possible price hike for water bills. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with Ocean City water bills that could be going up by 7%.
Ocean City's economic consulting firm says a 7% increase on utility bills will help fund a number of infrastructure improvements and maintenance. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe shows us how some who call Ocean City home have their doubts.
Danny Tomlinson is retired in Ocean City, and a possible 7% increase on his water bill is concerning.
My wages aren't going up. I'm retired, so my pretty much fixed income. So that's going to hurt, along with everything else going up.
According to a presentation by consulting firm NextGen, Ocean City is considering raising water and wastewater rates annually through 2029. The proposed rate hikes include a 7% increase in water rates for 2025, a 5% increase in wastewater, which is like a sewer bill, for 2026 and 2027, and a 3% increase for 2028 and 2029. A majority of this money will go towards upgrading and expanding its water and wastewater infrastructure, something Ocean City homeowner Zach Hill is all for.
I think it's kind of great right now, especially with the projects that are going on within the neighborhood. Having the ability to afford them, it's not that much of an impact on some of the homeowners here.
If the proposal is approved, locals in Ocean City can expect their quarterly water bill going up from $227 to $277 by 2029. Although Tomlinson is concerned about the change, he understands why the increase might be necessary.
And the influx of visitors and more people moving down this way, using more water. I don't like it at all, but I know it's going to happen.
The Ocean City Council will make a decision in early March on the proposed water and wastewater rate increases. I'm Kevin Zappe in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Speaking of utility rate increases, in Milford, homeowners will see a slight increase in their electric bills. According to the town, the power cost adjustment rate has increased over 4% this month due to adjustments by the Delaware Municipal Electric Corporation. Commercial accounts can expect an increase ranging from about 3 to 5%, depending on demand, load factor, seasonality, and time of use. The city encourages energy-saving measures and offers resources through Efficiency Smart.
Lewis City officials will be looking over changes made to the draft budget for fiscal year 2025. The city is going to hold a workshop to discuss the budget and hear budget presentations from various city departments. Some of those include lifeguards, planning, parks and marina, and building departments. This meeting is scheduled for Friday, February 9th at 9 a.m.
In traffic news, an update on the Millsboro bypass. Officials from DelDOT will be at the town's library today to answer questions about the progress of all that road work. Ground was broken last April for the long-awaited construction to create a 2-lane road between 113 and 24. Construction is expected to be done sometime in 2025. This meeting will be at 6:30, and our reporter Charles Reinert, he'll be live at the library at 6 to share more on the event and progress of the project.
And that brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what's your biggest concern with the Millsboro bypass project? Let's take a look at some of those results.
Take a look at your screen. So far, a large majority say traffic flow, though project cost is not too distant of a second.
Yeah, and as you can tell, environmental impact, that is way down at the moment. All of this could change depending on your vote at home. You could go cast a vote at coasttv.com or use our Coast TV mobile app.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken met again today with Israeli and Palestinian leaders working towards a deal to bring home hostages. NBC's Alice Barr reports on how the meetings come as the first details of a Hamas proposal to free hostages and pause the fighting in Gaza are made public.
A striking split screen today between challenging negotiations in the Middle East and on Capitol Hill. Secretary of State Antony Blinken meeting with Israeli and Palestinian leaders. He's pushing for a breakthrough in talks over a ceasefire in Gaza and the release of the remaining Hamas-held hostages. Hostage families in Washington today meeting with lawmakers.
Very, very difficult for us to think about our son sitting there in the tunnels without food and water.
Hamas released a counter-proposal for a 135-day pause in the fighting over 3 phases. That includes, in the first phase, exchanging hostages for 1,500 Palestinian prisoners in Israeli jails, many of them convicted of serious crimes. Hamas ultimately wants Israeli troops to fully withdraw from Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu forcefully rejecting that idea.
Only by destroying Hamas will we have security for the state of Israel.
At the same time, lawmakers on Capitol Hill are struggling to reach agreement on new military aid for Israel and for Ukraine. A test vote failing today in the Senate after Republicans rebelled against the bill's border security provisions. The Senate's top Democrat now advancing an alternative that removes border policy.
For all those Republicans who first said, we want it with border, and now say we want it without border, they got both options.
The bill is not passed.
Last night, the House voted down a standalone aid package for Israel. Gridlock in Washington and the Middle East posing serious threats to national and global security. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Adding to the complexities in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia now says it will not engage in diplomatic relations with Israel until the war in Gaza ends and there is recognition of an independent Palestinian state.
Dewey Beach is looking to tackle flooding, specifically on Reed Avenue and Jersey Street. It's not just during storms that Reed Avenue will flood. Locals say even on high tide it can cause severe standing water. The town is looking to install flaps on stormwater pipes that would help push water out to the bay. Meanwhile, on Jersey Street, the town says heavy rain leads to standing water because they don't have any storm pipes on the street. One person who lives on Reed Avenue says this water affects everyday life.
Well, I think the biggest problem is the flooding is so high that it's hard to get out of the house sometimes and walk the dog. Also, you have to be concerned about your cars. Sometimes if your car might be in the wrong spot, it can come up high enough where it gets into the brakes and that kind of thing. So that's the 2 biggest problems at this point. Worrying about your cars and actually getting out of your house without getting wet. So 2 big problems.
That does seem like a tough problem. The town will talk about the Reed Avenue Stormwater Project and consider solutions for Jersey Street flooding tomorrow at the Dewey Beach Infrastructure Meeting. That's at 3 p.m.
On the topic of flooding, Fenwick Island's Infrastructure Committee will be discussing possible short-term solutions for what they call nuisance flooding in the town. The committee will also be talking about the town's website, specifically the resiliency and flood information page content for locals. That's going to happen February 13th at 10 a.m.
Let's take a live look into Ocean View as we get ready to check in with our chief meteorologist. You know him as Paul Williams.
Yeah, also known as the guy talking about flooding for today, right? Because we actually have more complicated. I can understand the frustration of the folks there because we're talking about some flood advisories that are in effect. And there's no rain in the forecast, folks, in the immediate future. But the immediate concern for flooding is indeed imminent at this point. So we're concerned about possibility of flooding throughout all of Sussex until about 1 o'clock on Thursday. Now, that also carries over towards Dorchester, Somerset, Westmoreland, and Wacomico. That's going to be a concern until about 4 o'clock for Thursday. This means that we have the possibility of flooding, particularly in low-lying areas. Now, this is also a concern for us for Worcester. That'll stay in effect until 10 o'clock in the morning for North Ocean City, West Ocean City, Golf Club shores. And then, of course, we still have concerns for the very gusty winds along the coast. Now, keep in mind, we have concerns for a little bit of rain down the road. We'll talk about that, and we'll also highlight a yellow alert day that's in the forecast. We'll talk about that as well. Charlie?
Thank you, Paul. The American kestrel, that's a bird, is getting help after Delaware has recently received close to $120,000 from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service's Wildlife Restoration Program. The American kestrel is North America's smallest falcon and is currently endangered here in the state of Delaware. The money is being spent to place radio transmitters like the one you see here on American kestrels. It will also go to build 10 bird monitoring radio towers that will help detect passing kestrels and other banded birds. Birders say that this is a great step in understanding how the American kestrel operates.
They're putting these towers up and down, not just the East Coast, but all over the place, so we can really kind of get real-time information as to where birds are.
We'll have more info on these towers and just how they're going to help the kestrel coming up on CoastTV News at 6.
New today, the EPA has finalized stronger air quality standards. The new standards crack down on the amount of fine particle pollution, more commonly called soot. According to the EPA, acceptable soot levels will be cut by about 25%, which they say will save lives, preventing up to 4,500 premature deaths and 290,000 lost workdays, yielding up to $46 billion in net health benefits in 2032.
More than 91,000 bags of trash have been collected from Delaware roads in 2023. That's according to DelDOT. The department says that nearly 5,000 tires and 68 appliances were also collected in the ongoing effort to keep Delaware litter-free. In a statement released by DelDOT, Governor John Carney said, quote, "Keeping trash off our roads not only improves the appearance of our state, it keeps it out of our waterways, contributing to a cleaner and healthier environment for all of us," end quote.
Coming up, knives were found in a student's backpack at Caesar Rodney High School. Details of the student's arrest from Delaware State Police.
And we're not only concerned about the possibility of inundation, but we also have some gusty winds that we've got to talk about, and I'll explain why that might be a concern for all of us in a moment.
But first, beautification in Dewey Beach. New updates on the Dewey Beach in Bloom project. That's up next.
There's a joy that comes with building your new home. The progress, the completion, and the move-in. At Berica, we specialize in building strong, energy-efficient homes. Custom built in our factory and finished on your lot. Start online today at bericahomes.com.
Windsor Teak of Falmouth Island offers over 100 different teak tables, over 24 different extension tables featuring self-storing leaves. They come in 2 different heights, dining and counter, plus 2 different widths and 2 different shapes, oval and rectangular. Extension tables start at 66 inches long and go up to 138 inches long and can seat from 6 to 16 people. Plus, over 36 different folding tables. Our drop leaf folding tables can be used with 1 or 2 leaves up. When both leaves are folded down, you can store the tables into 7 inches of space. The drop leaf tables come in 3 different heights, dining, counter, and bar, and come in 4 different shapes, oval, round, rectangular, and square. Don't forget to check out the non-folding tables, coffee and side tables, and buffet tables. Drop by our showroom and smell the teak, or visit our website at windsorteakfurniture.com, and remember, teak lasts a lifetime.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
There's a joy that comes with building your new home. The progress, the completion, and the move-in. At Berica, we specialize in building strong, energy-efficient homes. Custom built in our factory and finished on your lot. Start online today at bericahomes.com.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
New today, some updates on Dewey in Bloom, which is a project that is meant to enhance curb appeal in the town with colorful flowers and plants. The town has announced that this project will go to town council for official approval on February 16th. According to Dewey Beach, this project is cost neutral. It's relying on public donations and the participation of volunteers. Dewey Beach is encouraging people to contact the town if you have any interest in volunteering for the project.
New today, the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company has announced the launch of Welcome Wednesday Guest Speaker Forum. It's part of an outreach campaign. The department says the initiative aims to foster direct engagement and provide a platform for the community to gain insights into a variety of topics, ensuring a two-way channel for input and feedback. The inaugural Welcome Wednesday will be held February 21st at 6 at the main station that you see right here on your screens.
Parents and high school students, listen up. Major changes coming to the SAT this spring. No more sitting at a desk with a pencil in hand. The test will be 100% digital. Students will take the SAT on an app called Blue Book. Another big change is what the College Board calls adaptive testing. The math and reading sections will each have 2 parts, and a student's performance in the first part of each section will determine how hard the second part is. So if a student does poorly on the first section, the second section will be easier.
Bayside communities, beware coastal flooding knocking on your door, and they're not alone. More on that in a moment.
Furnitureland's President's Day sale is going on now. Save 20% off select brands store-wide or get 0% APR for 60 months. Furnitureland, from here to home.
At Shooter's Choice, our customers come first. Want some training? Shooter's Choice offers concealed carry and basic handgun safety classes. Want some range time? Shooter's Choice is Delaware's first choice in indoor shooting. Need a new firearm? We have new inventory available, and if you don't find it in the store, we'll order it from our website and have it shipped directly to the store. Want new supplies? We have everything you can think of available on our new website, shooterschoicede.com. At Shooter's Choice, our customers come first. Shooter's Choice, Delaware's first choice in firearms.
It's kind of cute that she thinks I don't notice. But I really appreciate how she's always looking after me. Sometimes she thinks she's fooling me, but she isn't. Do the boys at work give me grief about my hummus? Oh, you bet. But it's a small price to pay for a woman who cares. Hey, babe.
Hey. You're always there for them.
Okay, we're all ready.
And we're always here for you. Food Lion, here for every moment.
All new Drill.
It's the biggest game in sports. The first of 2 days on location in Vegas with Boomer and Geo at the news desk and so many more surprises.
Let's kick it off together. Next Drill.
Thursday at noon on CoastTV.
You sunk your teeth into me, sucker.
1025 WBOC. Furnitureland's President's Day sale is going on now. Save 20% off select brands store-wide or get 0% APR for 60 months. Furnitureland, from here to home.
20 years ago, Farmers Bank of Whalers opened branches to serve Ocean City and West OC. Now, we're making it official with permanent locations to better serve our customers in Worcester County. While other banks are closing branches, we're banking on Ocean City's future. Sure, we have a world-class app, but sometimes there's no substitute for helpful, friendly people. Announcing our grand opening on 87th Street, North Ocean City, and coming in 2024, West OC on Route 611. Switch to the Farmers Bank of Whalers, where people matter.
So the odd thing about the forecast is this. We are concerned about the possibility of flooding, but there's no rain in the forecast. But that just kind of shows you how significant tides can be and the effect that it has specifically, he said, as his tongue betrays him, when it comes to places that are low-lying that we just showed you on our newscast a little bit earlier. Now, our Bay Health camera in Milford, we're holding at 45 degrees. The winds are now pushing out of the northwest, and we are expecting clear skies to continue to be the case for us, dropping down to 34 degrees at 9 o'clock. That's just from in Milford. Now we change gears and take a look at what's happening in Laurel. We're holding at 46 degrees there. Winds out of the northeast at about 5 miles per hour. And we're expected to drop from 42 down to 39 at 7 o'clock and down to 33 by 9 o'clock. Small craft advisory, meaning that we're watching out for 25 mile per hour winds until, let's say, Thursday morning. That stays in effect along the entire coast, and we're looking for it to continue to be problematic for us even down towards Ocean Pines as well as Ocean City all the way down towards Chincoteague. Now here's where the flooding thing comes into play. Because the tides are coming in and out, I'm expecting problems with tidal flooding in low-lying areas that tend to flood easily. You know those neighborhoods. For Worcester, that stays a concern for us until 10 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. Now, we have that concern throughout all of Sussex, but it's specifically for the Bay and those cities that are located along the coast. And then we have a newly issued one for Dorchester, Wicomico, and Somerset for the folks there. For example, near Tysken, as well as Eden, Salisbury, and all those areas, bracing for that possibility. And this is the entire area dealing with that. High pressure is in control of our weather, which means we're not expecting anything from the upper atmosphere. It's all about the gravitational pull and the tides. 40 degrees right now in Rehoboth, Indian River Inlet, and in Bethany Beach, but we're about 5 to 6 degrees warmer than we were just 24 hours ago. And as you take a look at Thursday's expectation, we start off in the 30s, but nicely into the 50s with more sunshine, by the way. Friday, we start off cloudy. Friday afternoon, we open the skies. We're up to 60 degrees in some locations. So Thursday and Friday is not really a problem. As you take a look at the 5-day rainfall, you'll notice Thursday, Friday, not a problem. Saturday, spot shower or two, random rain pattern on Sunday, and then Monday, steady showers are likely for us. So if you're going to be going out this weekend to do any yard sailing, as they call it in some areas, we're looking at 60 on Saturday, 57 on Sunday, and about a 30 to 40% chance of rain on both of those days. Let me show you what's happening. Saturday, we see the rain coming through relatively light. Sunday, it starts, but Monday is when a serious and heavy slice of it we begin to pull through our area. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. We do have a chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday and Monday, but Tuesday is when we're expecting the heavier showers, between a half inch to a full inch of rain. So this is our yellow alert day. Not severe, but a big time pain in the neck.
We'll be keeping an eye on that. Thank you, Paul. Heading into the coast, Dewey Beach, are you ready to take on a challenge? The town is currently recruiting lifeguards and EMTs for the 2024 summer season. The Beach Patrol guards Dewey Beach's daily from Memorial Day through Labor Day and also answers calls to assist with various emergency situations. Lifeguards also participate at a variety of competitions locally, regionally, and nationally. Those interested in applying can contact the town for more information.
Fleischer Brothers and CoastTV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva.
We salute Brian Comlow. Brian served 8 years in the Navy and 30 years as a Delaware police officer. Brian is now a deputy sheriff for Sussex County, serving his community, and helping others has always been in his blood. Thank you for your service.
If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a CoastTV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
The job of a Delaware Electric Cooperative employee is dangerous, but the biggest threat our team faces may come from you. Drivers are putting our crews in danger, speeding past line workers while they restore power. Help our co-op employees return home to their families at the end of the day. Slow down or move over when you see utility employees and first responders working along area roads. It's not just the right thing to do, it's also the law. Stay safe, stay vigilant, move over, and slow down.
Huge savings are happening now at Johnny Janosik's President's Sale. Find amazing doorbuster deals store-wide. Like this beautiful 4-piece sectional, doorbuster price just $1899.95. This power reclining sofa or power reclining love seat, doorbuster price of just $1799.95. Or a contemporary sofa, doorbuster price only $899.95. Plus get 0% APR financing till 2027. Don't miss the President's Sale, going on now at Johnny Janosik.
Get your photos off your phone and have a Shutterfly designer create your photo book in just 24 hours for free. Get your photos off your phone and get 40% off everything with code PB40.
Coast TV and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safety, our commitment.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
New today, a 17-year-old student at Caesar Rodney High School in Camden has been arrested after knives were found in his backpack. Delaware State Police say that the school staff discovered 2 kitchen knives following their search of the student's backpack the morning of February 6th. Police say the student was removed from the school and turned over to the custody of a parent. According to police, no threats were made and no students or staff were harmed. The student later turned himself in and was charged with 2 counts of carrying a concealed deadly weapon.
In Salisbury, a portion of Circle Avenue near Division Street will be closed throughout the day tomorrow. That closure is needed for the installation of new sidewalks. The city says construction is set to begin early morning, probably last throughout the day.
Americans appear to be overextending themselves financially. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, credit card and auto loan delinquencies, they have reached the highest levels in more than a decade. In general, U.S. household debt hit a staggering new high of $17.5 trillion. We'll be right back.
Ashley's President's Day mattress sale is going on now. Save up to $800 on select Purple adjustable mattress sets, or receive a $699 instant gift with the purchase of any Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress set, plus special financing options at Ashley.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
I was feeling for lumps. I didn't feel the lump, but when it got checked, and that's when I realized the situation I was in. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. BB was there for me, and their staff was brilliant. They was understanding. For somehow, something that I didn't even understand, they understood me. Now that I look back, I could say they were there. Sometimes more understanding than my family, because they knew the answers. They really went beyond.
Have you bought a house in the last decade, but it's just not quite big enough? At Paul Davis, we can design and build you a brand new addition or remodel your whole home from start to finish. With over 50 years experience of building and restoring homes, we've made the process quick and easy while making it affordable. Call Paul Davis today and one of our design consultants can be at your home as soon as tomorrow to give you a free estimate for your new addition or whole home remodel. Or visit our new showroom in Salisbury, Maryland, 100 Marvel Road.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
Ashley's President's Day mattress sale is going on now. Save up to $800 on select Purple adjustable mattress sets, or receive a $699 instant gift with the purchase of any Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress set, plus special financing options at Ashley.
I'm already laughing because I know I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but you know what? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It looks beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous weather. Courtesy of our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City, we're at 41 degrees, and this beautiful weather is going to continue to stick around with temperatures in the 30s. Now, we do have coastal flood advisories across the entire area, so be mindful of that in low-lying areas. And, of course, the small craft advisory is still in effect. Here's a look at your beautiful forecast. We have a yellow alert day on Tuesday, and the day after is your Sweeties Day.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
We need some puppets and a cardigan for Paul. For more news and a local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition's up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.